Oh my god. Oh, is that a sculpture? Oh.
This game of cat and mouse, so naive. Brother Nero is not the only landscaper in the family.
Oh my god.
Your beloved yard is about to be broken.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh, this is just like the film Mad Max.
Jeez.
Oh my god. He's going so slow. It's so much slower than I had imagined.
At sunset, the final deletion takes place. Prepare the battlefield for massacre.
Wait,
Oh my god.
why did we flash? Welcome to the Big Match Minute. This is the show where we take wrestling matches that we find significant in one way or another, and we break them down minute by minute. That's a little explainer that I forgot to do in the last episode, so any new listeners might be confused. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm Diet Coke, with me as always.
Is Lilith. Hey.
And we are once again joined by a very special guest, Amanda Killian.
Hi, I'm here. Are we pretending that it's a different day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's maybe. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
we are pretending
hi.
that it's a different day.
So glad I could accommodate my busy girl boss schedule to join you both once again on the Big Match Minute.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
It's my true pleasure.
For this minute 5, which I don't think we've usually, for the most part, been mentioning that this whole season, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, the minute 5 of the final deletion.
That is
and
what we were doing.
What a fucking minute. In this fucking, we are 5 minutes in and the hits keep coming.
If I might
It's
return to my
really
old
keep
catchphrase,
coming.
this is a good minute.
Yeah, high level. Do you got any thoughts on this one, Amanda?
So this one, once again, we return to the fundamental literary conflicts. This time, a little bit of man versus nature.
Yeah.
And also a little bit of pathos for our good friend Matt,
Uh-huh.
who is in what appears to be a hangar at some point, having a fiesta of some
We'll
kind.
explain everything that's happening there.
I don't know
Yeah.
that we will explain. We'll explain what we know. I don't know that it is in our capacity to explain everything that's happening.
To me, this is truly a short film. To me,
Yeah.
I wish I could. I will actually. I'll show you the notes that I made while I was like in my notebook. If maybe we want to like record them or something, because they don't really make a lot of sense to me. Yeah. Any initial thoughts from y'all?
Well, I'm just. It's a very exciting minute. I kind of just want to dig right in, unless.
Yeah, I would love to dig in.
I'd love to dig in. Let digging in happen.
I'm like a little fat kid at a buffet, by which I mean I'm like me as a child at a buffet.
I'm
I'd love
like-
to dig in.
Imagine going to a buffet in a post-covert world. This is all we can do as a buffet, as a buffet of content. Here's my
literally.
notes.
Okay, the first couple shots of the minute. First, Jeff, he's on his shitty little motorbike.
Yeah.
He turns it on with some very good insert shots, and then he slaps some drones.
I would
his
say
hands.
he tries and fails to make drones look threatening because he does just sort of gently slap them away from him.
the funniest part is that in terms of his goal here, right? It's not like they've stolen anything from him. They don't have any intel. And they're leaving his home. He should be happy. But instead, he's trying to catch them as if they're going to afford him some kind of collateral here. And I just don't think that's the case, Jeff.
I mean, maybe it's personal. Maybe he wants to destroy something that Matt loves.
I want to destroy something beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Oh God!
Do you think they used a dirt bike instead of a real motorcycle because they didn't trust Jeff to not fall off and get hurt during some of these shots.
100%.
I mean, yeah. And that I just like, I feel like you have a big ass property in the middle of nowhere, North Carolina. You're going to be riding a dirt bike around that.
You're either riding a dirt bike or a golf cart around it.
Probably easier on the lawn for multiple takes.
Yeah.
But beyond the pragmatism here, I mean, he's riding all over his lovely property, like chasing butterflies, essentially. The drone that he has, first of all, I put in my notes, I don't know if y'all saw, that the hairnet is back.
Yeah, the hair is back in the bun.
Yeah, the script supervisor on this wrestling match.
I think the script supervisor on this wrestling match was Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff was. I mean, maybe this is a subtext. His hair is under control, and so he feels like he is once again taking control of the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I really appreciate you being here to break down the symbolism in choices like that.
We could reach a deeper level with the match when you're here with us.
It's my pleasure, truly. But if we're going to talk about symbolism, we have to talk about the big metal R.
Now,
see if I could find what you're talking
about. The big metal R, you say?
Yeah, no, I see the one you're talking about, and I'm gonna screenshot it and I'm gonna share it with the group because it definitely is a big metal R. And
I see it now. Yeah, it didn't scan as an R to me in the past, but now that I take a good look at it,
it's like his little welding project. Is it perhaps a logo for some kind of wrestling? Is it R for wrestling?
See, and that's the thing is we know that they do have other like weird like metal statues of like the Jeff Hardy logo or something along those lines.
Yeah, there's like a Jeff Hardy symbol that Jeff likes.
Yeah, and we know that they have that. This, I have no idea what the fuck this is.
Maybe it's in tribute to his former colleague Edge, the rated R superstar.
Well, see, I was going to say perhaps this is a rune, the R rune that symbolizes the journey, which he's going on, riding his dirt bike through. So he's going he's embarking on the hero's journey, really, here is what we're seeing. He's taking a ride. That's true.
We did see a refusal of the call in the previous minute.
That's true.
Yeah. So really, I mean, this minute has it all. Yeah. Oh wait, that's just all. I just took a shitty screen cap. I'll send you the real screen cap. It just said ride and journey on it, but this is indeed twice. That's Google for you, ladies. But no, here is the rune. Could be perhaps we're speaking and learning in runes here today. The image isn't loading, but there we go.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
See, so I like to think that this was just somebody welded that just for this piece.
Just for this quick shot. They welded this probably 12-foot tall R.
Yeah.
I mean, it does seem like something that Jeff Hardy would be really into that he would have made at some point before this.
Yeah. I mean, I like to say either it's that or it is R for wrestling.
Yeah. R for wrestling also really tracks for me.
I also like the idea that it could just be like he likes runes, but it's not this rune. It's just R for rune.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay, so
someone comes over, they say, "Jeff, what does that rune mean?" He says, "Oh, it means rune."
That's good.
As Jeff zooms away on his bike, chasing after Vanguard 1.
I don't know that we can assume that this is Vanguard 1. I guess it cuts to the reverse shot from Vanguard 1's POV, but there's so many drones. Like the drones that he swats away at the start of this minute their origin is sort of unknown.
Yeah. Well, Vanguard 1 is the white one. Vanguard 1 is the big white one.
But the ones that he swats at the start of the minute are also white.
I think that's just black.
The white. Okay.
Yeah. I think there's just a glare coming off of them.
Okay.
But we can definitely see that Vanguard 1 is the one that he's chasing at the very end there. So he's chasing it away, and we hear the disembodied voice of Matt, no longer modulated by Vanguard 1. And he says, "This game of cat and mouse, so naive." And I didn't even want to try to do the voice there. But
it is so weird because it's like, it's a disembodied voice, but it seems like it it seems like it should be coming from the drone or something.
Yeah.
Because he's commenting on Jeff's behavior. But it's just audio from the next shot that they have sort of artistically bled into this shot.
You call that a J cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's a very effective J cut, I guess is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're not wrong. Brother Nero is not the only landscaper in the family, and that's when we finally get the shot.
Phenomenal line.
We finally get the shot of Matt Hardy on the back of a riding mower with the remote for the drone in hand.
No, it's the whole drone, isn't it?
No, it's the remote.
Oh, okay. I thought that he was just holding the drone. I had notes on this on my other page. I was like, wow, he got it back.
It came home. And yeah, I'm glad you can finally see Matt Hardy's hairdo in its full.
A lot of a double reveal, I would say, for Amanda, not for us. We've seen them already, but a double reveal of both of the brothers' aesthetics.
Yeah,
like the key piece of their aesthetics, which is the lawn for Jeff and the hair for Matt, I would say.
And I wrote on my notes page. You'll see I wrote coat ModCloth.
I did see that, and I love that note so much.
Because he's wearing what I can only describe as maybe the most 2009 coat I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
That's a deep 2009 right there, folks. That's pre-BBC Sherlock, post whatever the hell was happening else in 2009. It's sort of like a military marching band detective coat with buttons, and it's not good. And he's wearing it.
Yeah, he's wearing the hell out of it. And here's the thing about the Hardy brothers is that they hit 1999 and they were like, okay, the next 10 years are gonna fucking rule, and then we're just gonna keep hanging out in those 10 years.
Yeah.
I think for the rest of our lives.
Truly.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can relate.
Yeah. There's a deep 2010s energy here.
Yeah.
That I love. And you said that this was recorded in 2016?
Yeah.
Yikes. Yeah. I mean, shit. It's pretty fascinating.
And so the little blonde streak that's in Matt's hair, I did want to mention that was like, because in this little feud, that was when Matt kind of started going off the deep end. He showed up with that blonde streak. That's a new development. That's kind of the sign that he's lost it. Is his little blonde streak.
Is his blonde streak.
That's also, I mean, I would say that's a wrestling trope, but I do feel like that's kind of just a trope in general.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's very like Bride of Frankenstein, right? It's very like
Rogue.
Everywhere there was I'm loving it. It's good. I'm happy to see his hair. I love how much gray is in his beard and how untrimmed and deranged his beard is. I was noticing that he's just got lots of little curly hairs. Speaking of curly stuff, though, let's talk about that. Okay, wait. Before we talk about the lawn, which is about to be revealed to us, we have also his like décolletage there is so oiled up.
I also noticed that, and I'm so glad you commented on it, Amanda. This is a titty forward outfit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really is. It's good.
He has flown the coop and is showing us the breast meat, and I love it.
Yeah, because he's wearing the same tank top earlier, which we'll see in the flashback that we'll get to in a second. But it's definitely like it's a little lower. He's a little more oily. And it's a little sexy and fun.
It's a little sexy and fun. I need to talk about mulch for a second.
Okay.
Because here's my thing about this lawn. Is that the first shot you see is arranged, it's a nice like chest up shot of Matt, but already there's problems. Because you have what looks to be like a forsythia and maybe some holly plants in the background. Yeah. And then just sort of what I would call like the receding hairline of mulch jobs is sort of nestled against the walls of this McMansion. And there's like a thin garden hose, or maybe like an AV cable that's sort of laying flaccidly on top of this very dry mulch, like a dehydrated version of the snake from that one Britney Spears music video. And all of that is really indicative of what we're about to see, which I personally can't find the words to describe, so somebody's gonna have to do it for me.
So the designs that are cut into Jeff Hardy's lawn are what I will call them is consistent with what Jeff Hardy usually, if you see Jeff Hardy wrestle, he'll usually have face paint, especially for like a big match. He'll have face paint on, and it will be in designs that are very much consistent with what you see on his lawn. It also is a motif that I think you'll see come through in his paintings.
I struggled with this lawn a lot when we saw it in the early episodes, and then what finally made it make sense to me, I wouldn't say I like it, but what made it make sense to me is really when you described it as like, this is the equivalent of, this is Jeff Hardy drawing the cool S from middle school. Like this is just what that is to him.
Yeah. Absolutely. So sort of like a Kusama-esque, like every time he closes his eyes, this pattern is just there. And he has to get it out somehow. Like maybe he's like tilling the earth at 1 a.m. and his wife's like, honey, what do you do? He's like, I have to make it happen, honey. Like I feel like that's
like Richard Dreyfuss in Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, we literally, like, I think the minute before you joined us, like, one of the things that we see is him, like, dutifully taking a weed whacker to this lawn and lovingly crafting it.
Yeah. Some foreshadowing of this minute, I now know.
It looks lovingly crafted. But Matt is about to take a ride on the wild side.
And he says, your beloved yard is about to be broken.
The way he says landscaper is worth noting. I tried to spell it out phonetically in my notes.
Yeah. I see that. Landscaper.
We've talked before about how we fully believe that the words were chosen. It was literally, I think Matt Hardy just sat down and was like, all right, what are the words that I can say the most fucked up? And just like has a list of words, and he's trying to hit every one of them in the match.
Yeah, no, I believe that. I believe that was true. So, okay, let's just to destroy some movie magic here. Mm-hmm. That lawn does not look broken.
It looks like it has one line.
Yeah.
Through the middle of it.
And honestly, one line, and it still kind of has the shapes maintained.
Yeah.
Like you could just do it evenly, and the lawn would look exactly the same.
Yeah, there's a real easy way to fix that. It almost seems like this is something cooperatively done between two brothers who actually care about each other, but who are making an entertainment product for us.
Yeah. Do you think that's because Jeff didn't want to it was too important to him to ruin it for the match?
For sure. Sure. Jeff was like, don't do anything I can't fix, with just a little bit of edging.
So everybody loves a little bit of edging. So I think my favorite part about this, though, because seconds matter in the big match minute.
Yeah.
I want to give us a quick count. I'm just going to do that really quick. So from second 27 to second, oh boy, still going. 37. Nope. 40, 42. Seconds 27 to seconds 42 are devoted to our man, Matt, moving, I would say, maybe a solid 9 yards down this lawn.
Yeah. It's a very slow lawnmower.
It's the slowest fucking lawnmower I've ever seen. And ostensibly, his brother is immediately behind the house.
Yeah.
And his brother is behind the house on a dirt bike near a lake, distracted by the drone. He hears, I would imagine, his brother shouting these lines and then mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
There's no way it's not audible to him.
I think he might be far enough away that you wouldn't quite hear the shouts, but he definitely would hear the lawnmower.
You'd hear the lawnmower be like, oh, the lawn crew is here. And then he comes back and all has gone to hell. But we don't see that because we get another, again, seconds matter in the big match minute. I would say a solid 6 or 7 seconds of darkness.
Yeah.
And then a
Yeah.
great drone shot. And I don't know if, Lily, you want to take us through what we see next.
To a hangar. And, okay, so...
Yeah, let's get into this.
You know, in like a movie where there's like a big twist happen, a big Shyamalan twist happens. And they cut to the beginning of the movie, and you hear like a very meaningful line or a very
that you didn't realize was meaningful at the time.
Right. So what we're getting here is it cut back to 3 minutes ago, and I know that because we're making a podcast about it.
Yeah. Like, we're watching this way more spaced out than any human has done before us, I would argue.
Uh-huh.
And yet, even for me, it's like, oh, we just watched it.
Yeah. Because we just watched these lines happen a week ago.
Yeah.
And we see, and I want to walk Amanda through what's happening right now, because obviously the people at home have heard what's happening. This is Matt's son's Maxwell's first birthday party. And we have, if I can go left to right, we have Rebby Hardy, or Rebecca Hardy, his wife. Maxwell Hardy.
Wait a minute, Rebby is short for Rebecca?
Yes.
You know,
Okay.
is she a Latina lady by any
Yes.
chance? Okay,
Yes, she
good.
is.
Because
Yes, she
otherwise,
is.
the theme of this party was going to be really questionable.
Yeah. Which also the name of the fourth person in this scene would also be a little bit questionable if that were not the case, because her father-in-law is being instructed by. So we hear him say at sunset.
Well, her father, Matt Hardy's father-in-law.
Right. Sorry. So Matt Hardy says, at sunset, the final deletion takes place, which, again, I will say 3 minutes ago in this match, we heard.
I don't think it's not problematic that he treats his father-in-law like an employee, by the way.
No. There is issues. There is issues. Yeah, for sure. Even just within the fiction of the story, there's issues. And then we see, yes, Rebecca Hardy's father, but everybody calls him Senor Benjamin.
Yeah. And he calls Matt Mr. Hardy,
Yes.
which I think is also very
I don't
odd.
care for that shit at all.
No.
Yeah, no. It's not great. But then, I will say, okay, fine. We get a flashback. We discussed this like a week ago, but we do get possibly one of the best lines of this whole match again, and we get to talk about it with my very good friend Amanda. Senor Benjamin, prepare the battlefield for massacre.
Massacre,
It's so good.
I would say. It's an important
Massacre.
distinction.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I spelled it MASSACUH because
Yeah.
that's how it sounded.
Prepare the battlefield for massacre.
Massacre. I don't know why I drew a little picture of like a 1-year-old's birthday cake on my notes. I don't know.
It's important to the aesthetic of the minute, I would say.
And it's also it is a very important, as Matt Hardy promised. He said, and I'm just gonna go back to this. This is an eternal flame that will continue to burn
Right.
for Maxwell until Jeff Hardy has been deleted.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So the sentence itself is like weird and conflicting, and also it's a candle, you know?
Yeah. It's a candle. It's
candle.
gonna last maybe 20 minutes, if that.
I mean, maybe it's a special one.
One of those trick
It's a-
candles.
It's a special candle fueled by his his passion.
Yeah.
His love for his beautiful son.
Okay, I have to go back to the fiesta.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because this is truly this guy. See, I've been thinking about things in COVID terms because we all have brain damage because of that.
Right.
But there was, in 2016, the ripe time of 2016, there's nothing stopping these guys from having a big birthday party.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this warehouse
You would be
is
correct,
like
Samantha.
the the what I can only imagine is like a buffet area. So this is when we say like hangar. This is large enough to hold, like, if Marvel kind of held to this, they'd be like, yes, we'll film our whole movie in this shit. It is, like, airplane sized, right?
I mean, there's a full wrestling ring in there.
Yeah. And, well, which you can't really see, because this whole place is so goddamn empty. There appears to be, like, a set of golf clubs on one far wall and 2 doors, and, like, a completely empty, like, dance floor / open area and like some food. There's nobody in this fucking place.
Yes.
It's like the worst birthday party ever. This kid is gonna grow up to resent his father. And like the guests, also I really want to talk about the sign that is hand drawn.
Yeah.
Because, okay.
It looks like a 1-year-old wrote it, but it's to a 1-year-old.
Yeah.
It's to a 1-year-old.
I love, Amanda, by the way, that you are hitting all of the exact same things that we were like, this is fucking weird in the minute. It's a universal experience.
Happy to retread it, though.
Really. For real.
There are like some Gerbera daisies on the counter, and then like one like little pubic wigs worth of party streamers taped to a piece of paper above this
that
piece
is a
of paper.
good way of describing that.
Yeah. It is a merkin of streamers.
We really struggled with how to describe that bizarre little bit of streamer, but you nailed it.
It's a lady's festoon of of ribbons and winsome party favors taped up on a piece of construction paper from Michael's with the worst goddamn handwriting. It looks like a hostage wrote it. It's really bad.
Yeah.
And the color scheme seems to be Fiesta. And it really lends itself to some horrible color grading too, because you immediately go out to the cool lighting of the outdoor backyard, because Mr. what's his name? What's his father-in-law's name?
Senor Benjamin.
It's the worst. It sucks. It appears to be. See, okay. I need y'all to describe to me what this man is doing. He appears to be making a crowbar and a screwdriver do a little scissor dance inside a little thing. I don't know how a wrestling ring works.
So I can actually tell you exactly what's going on.
I would say we both know exactly what's going on.
Yeah. So what you have here...
Wait, before you explain that though, I do want to circle back to the color grading, which Amanda just mentioned. That has definitely been a problem throughout this match.
Yes.
We didn't bring this up, but earlier in this very minute, every time they cut between shots of the lawnmower, it is a vibrantly different color, and I know it's the same lawnmower, but it is firmly orange or red depending on which shot you're looking at.
Yeah.
It's so bad. It's really bad.
Really bad.
And here's the thing: there's 2 lawnmowers in those shots, and they both change colors.
That's true.
Yep.
You're right. They both change from orange to red as well.
Yeah. Okay, so what Senor Benjamin is doing here? What you can see is on the right side you have like the turnbuckle pad of the rings of the ring ropes, and on the left side is
a wrestling ring.
Yeah, this is a wrestling ring, and on the left side is the hook that hooks it into the post. And what he's doing here is it's necessary to, like, you put the ropes on, and then you turn that to tighten the ropes so that they'll have the right amount of spring.
Okay, so in no way is he preparing for massacre here. He's just preparing a goddamn normal wrestling ring.
I mean, he's preparing the chosen battlefield.
It's also funny that he's preparing a wrestling ring that's not the wrestling ring that they had already set up inside the hangar.
They needed 2 wrestling rings.
This is the second
there's a wrestling ring in that hangar, and then there's this one that is out under a tree somewhere.
Yeah. God, what a good minute.
What a good minute.
Really good minute.
I know that we've sort of gotten pretty far into. I know that we went late on our episode the other day. I feel. I mean, honestly, if y'all ever want to record another one of these, this match is really. I mean, it has it all. It has everything that I could want.
Yeah.
In a story. It's.
I'm gonna commit to this. I want to try to bring you on a like really late minute.
Oh, good.
Near the end, so you can really try to like piece together what
the
you've
fuck
seen.
happened? Please. I would love that.
That idea.
Yeah, no, but I feel changed. I feel moved. I feel swept up in this fantastic story between two brothers who are at war. Tale as old as time, as they say. And I feel bad for that lawn.
So Diet Coke.
Yes.
If Jeff was trying to maybe regrow part of the lawn that had been cut, and he had some kind of irrigation system, but he didn't want maybe he was using some kind of special fertilizer, and he didn't want the runoff water to get into the Lake of Reincarnation, which I don't even know if we learned that in this match.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
That's what Matt calls the lake that's on the Hardy property.
Wait. You mean that fucking man-made lake that he was chasing drones at? Okay.
He calls that the Lake of Reincarnation.
Well,
does he
it's
skinny
fitting that a
dip?
man-made lake would be called that because it was just a patch of grass that has been reincarnated as a lake.
Exactly. And if you like throw Bray Wyatt in there, he comes out different. Or if you throw Jeff in there, he comes out as Willow. There's a lot
like
of
the
things.
Bionicle liquid. It's like the liquid they put. It's like Bionicle liquid. Okay, I understand.
Exactly. Yeah, they just put Bionicle liquid in a lake in the middle of their property.
And I definitely know what that means.
So he doesn't want fertilizer to get into the Bionicle liquid. Is there some kind of device he could use?
Yeah, Lily, he could use a fucking plug. Is that what you want to hear?
We really lost Diet Coke with the Bionicle liquid.
It veered into territory that I couldn't follow, and then I just had to.
There's actually a word for it in the Bionicle mythos.
I'm sure there is.
I'm sure that if I Google Bionicle liquid right now, it'll go really well for me.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, if this, I should be the one who's scared to bring up Bionicles right now as the one hater.
Yeah,
it's called protodermis, but you know what you can't do with protodermis is plug it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's plug it. Diet Coke, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter at verycoolemily. If you look at my bio there, that's where I have links to all my podcasts that I do or have done. I also stream on Twitch occasionally. Sometimes I even stream with our old pal Lily over there.
Hey.
I'm Diet Coke 666 on Twitch, or you can just go to dietcoke.cool to find me.
Cool. Amanda, you want to tell us where we can find you on the internet?
Yeah, you can find me at Eros C'est La Vie, most places EROS C'est La Vie, like the French way, or just Google Amanda Killian and hope that I'll add you back on LinkedIn. I'm on Tumblr and Instagram and such like, and the other I'm Orange and Hard to Miss. And I'm also on a podcast called Ghostpuncher Corps, but Lily, last time I stole your thunder, so I'll let you promote that one.
Yeah.
Can I just say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I've never realized that that's what your name is on Twitter, Amanda. I've seen those letters and I don't know. I think my brain just registered, oh, that's Amanda. I just never tried to figure out what it said.
That's hilarious.
And that is a revelation to me.
It's a reference to the early 20th century surrealist Marcel Duchamp, who had a drag persona named Rose C'est La Vie, which was a pun on the phrase Eros C'est La Vie, or love that's life, which Eros in French it's more sexual than it is, and it's more sexual love. So that's my name on the internet. Very quintessentially Amanda Killian, I feel. So
yeah, very much so. And as Amanda mentioned, I make a podcast. Amanda and I make a podcast in hell. Diet Coke has joined us a few times. Might join us a few times in the future. Has helped edit the podcast. Ghostpuncher Corps. It's a heavy metal role playing podcast. There's merch. There's all sorts of cool stuff that you can find all over the internet. Ghostpuncher.net. Ghostpuncher 666 on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Excuse me, I've had 2 ciders. And you can find me at Death Carpets on anywhere I want to be found.
I like that we have all had exactly 2 lightly alcoholic drinks for this record.
Yeah, I know.
But different ones.
It's called the thinking woman's amount of alcohol.
It's true.
It's led to I think a very, very solid vibe. Now, Okay, we're gonna try this again. Amanda.
Yes.
You know how like maybe on some of your favorite podcasts. I don't know. Give me a podcast that you love.
That I like?
Yeah.
A podcast that I like. I don't Lilith.
You don't have to. Let me. Okay, Amanda, on some pod.
And any given podcast, on the style of the podcast, the format podcast.
Right. So on this podcast, they usually have like a pithy sign-off phrase that lets you know, hey, it's all over here. The show's done.
Yeah,
and it
closing
helps
remarks.
Helps people feel like, okay, now it's time for me to, do my laundry or whatever the fuck it is people do when they're...
So long, farewell, et cetera, et cetera. A bunch of orphans
Right.
come out and sing, and you go upstairs and fall asleep. Yeah.
Do you have any good ideas for one that maybe this show could use?
No.